Okay.
Okay. All right.
That's not so bad. Usually it's half an hour.
Really?
Yeah, usually it's a whole half an hour of me just like, should I shut this program off? Should I reboot?
I was surprised because you started your stream an hour early from when I told you we were gonna start, and I was like, wow, Van, you're very
No,
you're
it's
very
it. I said 2 EST. That's
two. Oh fuck! I thought we agreed on 2 CST.
no.
No. Well, fuck me then. That's my mistake. I'm sorry for that.
No, that's cool. It just give me a chance to, act like a fool in my chat. So
Yeah, I got to
it's
watch
all
a
good.
little
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was watching you. Yeah, and I noticed how like you doing like media share or something like that, so everyone could see what you were. People were requesting songs and stuff.
Yeah, that's one thing we do. We were doing media share.
So Van, I have to introduce you because I rated you the other day after my interview with Raj, and I was really excited because I've admired your work. I actually just started to recently admire your work, and it was more so I was just intrigued. So, can I ask also why are you wearing a Cracker Barrel shirt for this occasion?
I love Cracker Barrel. This
You know
is
I'm
my.
Arabic, right?
What's that mean?
I
Is it?
No.
Did they do something bad to the
No.
to the Arabic
No.
community? Am I?
No.
Should we boycott the Cracker Barrel? Am I doing
I
something?
love Cracker Barrel. I'm a big fan of Cracker Barrel. I like their biscuits. They have great biscuits.
Oh God! I mean, this is what I get for Christmas is gift cards
Yeah.
from the Cracker Barrel.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
Wait, Van. So, I was gonna ask you. You live in the States. What state do you live in right now, or whereabouts are you?
North Carolina.
Oh, come on and raise up.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's just a Petey Pablo song. Sorry, I was just you know who Petey Pablo is? No, he was a rapper in like the '90s. That was about it. He wasn't that great. Anyways, Van, introduce yourself to my chat if you can.
Okay, hey, I'm Van. I'm an artist, a performance artist. Vansamo on Twitch, and then for my chat, please introduce yourself, Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm a performance artist. I'm 30, and I recently started growing a mustache. So thanks for having me here, Van. Appreciate it.
Really? How old is that mustache?
The mustache is about 3 weeks young.
Really? I thought
yeah,
I thought I went on your page and I remember seeing the mustache.
No, so I've tried it. I've tried it before in the past, and I got rid of it. I live in Austin, Texas, so a lot of the people that I live near and all the people that I are friends with, I'm like the oldest one here, and 30 is not that old, but it was a little too much, you know. I kind of felt like a dad figure, so I had to get rid of it. But now it's back.
I see. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was checking you out, and yeah, it said you were from Texas.
Yeah. Well, I'm from New York originally. I'm a New Yorker. So now I'm here.
And why did you move there?
I don't know. Just change of pace. But this isn't about me, Van. This is about you.
Hey, I need to get to know you too, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, it depends on how far you want to go. You know?
I want to go all the way.
I want to go all the fucking way too. God damn it. That's why like when people told me that I should interview you as like my next guest is because I figured that you'd probably be very easy to talk to, and obviously you're a very sexual person, and I am as well. So I think this could be. Feel free to do and say whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. There's no holds bars in this.
Well, I mean, actually, we're on Twitch, so I gotta watch my P's and Q's around here. But I do my best. I'm sorry.
How did you end up on Twitch?
I was at the I was doing the meet and greet at some gaming convention in China, and somebody told me that get on Twitch. So I checked it out. I came on Twitch in February, this year. I have no idea what it is. I just know that it's a platform for a lot of people playing video games. That's all I know. And I just want to come on to say hello. And I was just surprised that a lot of people knew who I am. And then, I kind of like stuck around. I kind of like, just chatting with people. Because I live in a forest. I live in a 15-acre forest I'm between Asheville and North Carolina. So I can go for like weeks without talking to anybody. So I thought it was kind of cool chatting with people. So that's what happened.
That actually sounds really nice, though, to be away from people. Have you always kind of lived in like city environments where you were surrounded by people and just?
Oh yeah. Like West Hollywood, California, San Francisco. The funny thing is that I'm a country boy, and even when I used to live like in San Francisco, I never go anywhere. There's big cities everywhere. There's clubs and stuff, and I just stay home. So I'm like, why am I staying home and working my ass off to pay off this giant mortgage where I'm not even using like the social life of the city? Holy shit, somebody's here. That's my driveway alarm.
No, go check it out. Is everything okay?
Who the hell is that?
I thought you lived in the middle of fucking nowhere, Van.
Yeah, that's why my driveway's a quarter of a mile long.
Holy shit.
I don't know who showed up. Oh well.
Okay.
Usually it's UPS for Amazon.
Yeah.
That's about it. I'm trying to kiss Bezos' ass here on Twitch.
We're all fucking. Well, right now you're kissing Bezos' ass by giving him half of everything you earn through Twitch. So I think he appreciates it as it stands. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't hurt to kiss some more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what would you think a sexual encounter with Jeff Bezos would be like?
Okay, I'm trying to behave.
No, it's fine. Well, okay, here, let's change it up. What do you think a sexual encounter with Don Bezos would be like?
He's probably has like his 8x10 in all the cubicles at Amazon and Twitch, like they do in Korea with the So they're probably pressing some kind of alarm button right now. They're talking about what did they call their that guy in their president in Korea, the
supreme leader?
The supreme leader. They're talking about the supreme leader. Push the button, everybody. They're hooving their finger around the ban button right now. So if I go black, you guys know what happened. Van just got banned.
We'll never forget you, Van. I think you made a big impact already. I too. So you're in the partnership approval process right now? Are you applied for it?
I never got approved. I got rejected many times.
Really?
Yes. My content is too sexual.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't believe that. I thought you just listened to Gachi all day and danced every once in a while. That's it.
I don't know, but
God, I think I'm gonna get denied as long as you do then, because I talk about all sorts of stuff that relates to sex.
When did you start streaming?
I started doing it. It seems to be like every day, like 4 months ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're a newbie like me.
I'm a newbie, baby. Yeah, we have been in this for not too long, but I have been streaming for more than that, but I have not been as consistent as I have been for the past 4 months.
So like for the past month, how often do you stream?
Oh wow, it's almost been like every day, maybe like 5-6 days a week.
Really?
Yeah,
God.
Really. I know, isn't that scary?
That is scary. I would love to stream every day, but because I got this thing, yeah. I go, what is that thing? It's like at the tip of my tongue, and I can't know what is that. And I let my chat tell me what it is. Yes, a life. Yes, I got a life. So.
That's called a life.
Yes.
I have. I personally. I do have. I just started to have a life again, by leaving my house because of the quarantine. So, because Texas is filled with idiots. So they're like, we're gonna reopen the state, and you're gonna be able to go to Cracker Barrel and get your nails done in the same day if you want to. It's time for you to go out there and catch some COVID because we're a stupid state. So, but that's beside the point.
Let's change the subject. What camera are you using? You look amazing.
You're looking at a different camera. Looks different on my stream than it does on your Discord.
Yours is like crystal clear.
Really?
Yeah. Are you on the DSLR?
No, this one's just a regular. This is like a regular Logitech camera. The one that you see is a regular Logitech camera.
Oh,
the one that everyone on my stream sees is like a DSLR. Yeah.
Wow, that's fancy.
Oh, you're fucking stop it. Stop it now.
Yeah, I saw your stream with Raj. So you guys go way back.
Not too far back actually. About less than 2 years I've known him.
Yeah, well.
But we became really good friends. So, and he's the one who got me to start streaming along some other friends that are close to us now.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Van, I have so many fucking questions for you, and I don't want to keep you here all day because I know you have a life, and I don't have a life. So I'm just trying to make sure that we can balance our lives, and we can live in.
Well, we're in no hurry. Down here in the South, things are very slow moving.
How long have you lived in the South for?
Like 3 years.
Yeah. I actually I love North Carolina. I'm a big fan. Like Raleigh-Durham area, I've always had a good time out there.
It's like when let's say you go to like the lawnmower place or talking to the plumber who comes up and fix your house, your plumbing, or the mail lady. It's always like 30-minute conversation. It's like they're not in a hurry. It's like, well, I'm going to tell you one more story, but then I got to go.
Has anyone recognized you?
Well, a couple of times when I went into Charlotte.
Yeah,
but that's about it. But not around here.
I think that'd be great because they are just like so like stupid. Well, not stupid, but they're sweet and gentle, right? And like it's the same thing in Texas. Like they say, "Bless your soul" and shit like that out here.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. Yeah.
How long you been in Texas?
Not long enough, obviously. It's been like 6 months, I think, since.
Oh, okay. So you still have that New York edge to you.
Yeah, I'm a little too aggressive. Yeah, I'm a little too aggressive. Sometimes it benefits me. Other times it just scares people out here. But yeah. So the thing I noticed is like I could just imagine if they knew the type of person you were and the things that you've done. I think they'd be like, oh my god, this guy's he's an animal. Like he's a god among men, huh?
Stop it. What I get is, we made some friends around here, and and then eventually, it's like, well, you want me to come over and feed your goats? Why are you going to China? Why are you going to China? And then it came out, all right, and they're like, really? You seem like such a nice person.
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't I be a nice person?
You seem like such a nice human being. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They just can't believe that you like dominate the fuck out of like men, all sorts of men, and that's the most amazing part about it.
Well, it's we all have different sides to us, and and I think I'm old enough to kind of like pretty much stroke my own back. I'm not gonna be what they call it. When you go, oh no, I'm not that, all that. God, I can't think right now. Be shy or humble about it.
Yeah.
But my talent is that I can bring out a certain side to me, and totally committed to it, 100%, with confidence.
Right.
And
you have to.
Point, right? You have to. Otherwise, if they smell fear, you can't control the slaves that way. They're running all over the place.
God, Jesus Christ. Right, Van, how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 20 years older than you are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God, you look fucking good for 40.
It's all about it's all about camera equipment. I'm now speaking you with a it's called a filter they made from shower doors.
Huh. Really?
I'm just fucking with you.
Holy shit, aren't you? I was gonna say, you probably eat well. You're probably fit. You're active. You probably drink tons of water, and your prostate is massaged, so you're living a good life.
Okay, if you say so, but well, I don't drink or smoke. That's enough. That I mean that's
you
that's
don't drink
thing.
or smoke.
Yeah. So if you give me usually if I'm at a party or something, and then if I have like half a glass of wine, I'm out. I'm red as that flower back there.
Jeez.
And usually I wake up the next day and can't find my pants.
Oh, it's like that. Jesus, Van, I didn't know you were such a slut when you get drunk. My God.
I'm a cheap drunk.
I wanted to ask, what, in your words, what exactly is a performance artist? Because that's how you refer to yourself, but
well, that's what I mentioned earlier. I
Yeah.
have this ability to bring a certain side to myself out and commit to it, and that takes skills. Like somebody, like right now, if someone go, oh, we're from Hollywood and we want to make a movie about, we want you to go swimming 10 miles across this channel. Can you do it? I said, oh yeah, I can do it, no problem. And I would just fake it until I make it.
you would make it happen, yeah.
Make it happen. But performance artists is also too. I mean, I do. For like 30 years, 30 years ago. I was dancing on. I was a go-go boy dancing on all these nightclubs, and I do bondage shows on stage for like international Mr. Leather competition. Basically, it's a beauty pageant. Instead of big hair, you get a sash, and you grease up your titties. But for Leathermen, these competition, these pageant they're having, and I do bondage show for that. Just kind of like I did trapeze for a while.
Really?
I was with a dance troupe. So have you seen me earlier? I was doing some twirling.
I did see your twirling. It was fantastic. Yeah, I did like it.
So I pretty much anything art related. Yeah, and I'm getting ready to paint. I feel like maybe I'm going to do a big giant painting of me with my mask. So that's going to be my next one. It's going to be in the background right there. I'm going to replace Al Pacino. That's Al Pacino, the original movie poster for Cruisin'.
Oh, Cruising?
Yeah, that's the first movie that I saw when I was 15 years old on the farm, and in the 80s. Do the math, and back then,
10 years ago. Yeah.
if you watch TV, all you see is like these very flamboyant gay people like on game shows, throwing confetti all over, very feminine, very loud, very obnoxious, like me. No.
Yeah, no, nothing like you. Yeah.
But I saw that and I'm going, well, is there anything else? And then one night, like around 1 a.m., they played on like one of those ABC, NBC channel. And I'm watching that. I'm going, holy shit. They have to work out to be gay? That's crazy. And I'm kind of looking at my, I was in the living room because, we don't have like kids these days. There's TV everywhere. There's just one TV in the living room. And I just keep on looking at my dad's bedroom to make sure that he's not coming out while I'm watching this, because I'm getting ready to switch the channel when he comes out, like click. But he's not there. He's sleeping out. So I'm just kind of watching the whole movie, and I'm going, I'm gonna be like that when I grow up. San Francisco, New York, here I come.
Yeah.
But that's the first movie that I realized that they show leather in that. So you guys have to check it out. It's pretty cool.
Cruising.
But a lot of people was not happy about that movie because it portrayed gays in a bad light. I think they have like a serial killer. I was like, so what? I mean, like we can't be a serial killer.
Yeah. Yeah. Why can't gays be serial killers?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So is it true, like because I'm watching a lot of on TV and I see in Texas, like you get all these hipster like lining up to get like food truck barbecue and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. This place is like the hipster capital. I thought it was.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I thought it was bad in like Portland and Seattle, but this place is like. I've never seen so many people wearing like Converse and like, just tight jeans and like band T-shirts that they have never even heard a fucking song for in my life. A great story about a girl that I was talking to out here when I first moved here was wearing a Doors T-shirt. And I was like, oh my God, what's your favorite Doors song? And she's like, I don't know. I just bought the shirt because it's like cool. And I was like, you fucking suck. Like, who the fuck do you think you are, goddammit? Anyways.
Yeah, it's like in San Francisco or like in West Hollywood, like all the young kids are wearing like they go to like a lot of thrift store and they buy, well, not thrift store, but they go like a lot like stuff on Melrose. They buy like, is it antique? They don't call it antique clothing. They call it
vintage.
Vintage, yeah. And and it's like they wear like a John Deere shirt, and they don't know what what the hell that is. But they pay $200 for a John Deere shirt just to be hip and sarcastic or something when they wear it. It's like I'm wearing John Deere shirt and I'm driving a Maserati and I'm going through Beverly Hills.
I'm listening to Tupac because I love old hip.
Well, I'm wearing John Deere shirt because I own a John Deere. I have a John Deere tractor. But,
really?
So I'm thinking about like going into business and just sell, get all the John Deere shit over here or all the Cracker Barrel stuff and sell it to West Hollywood, in Hollywood, for $300. People buy that shit.
Let me ask you something, Van. Do you have a zero turn tractor or lawnmower, or what do you got?
No, I got a real tractor. That's
oh, that's some bitch shit. Okay.
Yeah, zero turn.
I had a zero turn back in New York. I used to use a zero turn. You got like a serious fucking tractor?
A real tractor. Zero turn is for like weekend warriors.
I went from a push mower to a zero turn, and my like whole life became better.
Does it have those two levers? They don't have. They don't have the wheels in it. They just have that. Yeah.
Yeah, you crank the levers.
No, we got a giant tractor, and we just put the blade underneath it.
Oh, how much? You have a lot of property out there?
15 acres. It's all forest land, so I'm clearing some of it.
That's so fucking cool.
But the problem is the place is just surrounded with deer.
Oh, you know what? We got a big deer issue where I'm from too, and they're always getting in the way.
Well, deer, it's getting away everywhere. So
I know
if you know what I mean.
So like my thing is like back in New York, deer. There would be an overpopulation of deer. So there used to be hunting season quite often in New York. Because the deer were overpopulating, and they were just kind of getting in the way. They caused a lot of car accidents, and they just weren't doing us any good. So it was a really rough time. But yeah, we got a deer problem. We really do. Van, I gotta ask you.
Okay.
What happened to you wanting to be a movie star? Why did you move on from that?
Well, I didn't see the video. Well, I think I came at the wrong time. I came in at the wrong time. I should do it now because I would get more work now than back in the 90s. The 90s, you watch movies or TV, just all white folks. And the one thing that I get is like, on the casting, they go, one Asian guy did a walk on in a sitcom, and we'll go there and there'll be like 1,000 of us with a little headshot. And, you waited all day. But usually, the one that's kind of like more Euro looking, like it's like not even Asian. It's like, the mama is white or something, some French or something like that. And the other half is Asian. And he'll walk right through, past the line, and blow kisses to the casting director. Like, "Mwah, how are you?" They're like all cliquey and all buddies and stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow, stuff like that. And we're all just standing right here, and and it's like it's kind of weird. It's like they want you to sort of not look Asian, but speak Asian. It's like a weird thing they're doing back in the 90s. So I'm reading my lines, and it's like, can you make it more Asian? It doesn't sound Asian enough.
Oh.
It's kind of fucked up like that back in the days.
Super fucked up.
I know. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I did like a couple of like bit part with Diane Keaton, like I'm like a extra, in her. She was in, if you watch Diane Keaton's, what's that, Amelia Earhart movie, you could see me like, I'm like a refugee fixing the plane.
Wait, was that the face?
Yeah.
Do that face again?
And yeah, I'm in bit parts like that. And then I got a couple of callbacks for Good Morning Vietnam. But then Robin Williams, like, he's too tall, because I'm like
Fuck him. I mean,
that's another problem too, is that I'm too damn big.
Yeah, you're 6 foot, right?
Yeah, I'm 6 foot. So
I'm 6'4", so I get it.
You're 6'4"? Holy shit!
Oh, yeah, I'm 6'4".
Wow. Yeah, so a lot of problem too is like when I go there and people, even like the Chinese movie, the Hong Kong movies.
Yeah.
I show up and I'm like twice as big as their star. They're like, not, and there's and the star would be sitting there on a table. They have like 8 entourage behind them, and I could see the head. The minute I walk in the door, it just like. So I'm kind of like, I got caught in between, not Asian enough, or too Asian, or too big, too something, yeah. But the thing is, I don't think I should have any problem today, but in the 90s, it's kind of tough. Sorry to rambling on.
No, it's fine. That's the point. I don't want to. The thing is, if I'd rather hear your real personal experiences than anything else. I had a question, this is gonna divert from like where my like schedule was going or anything like that. But one thing that you've brought up before is how people are so terrible at sucking cock. Is that an appropriate question to ask? I read that in an article and I was like, I've actually experienced this before. I've been with people who just suck dick at sucking dick, and it's not a good time, right? Mm-hmm. So what tips could you give to people to be better at sucking cock?
Well, I don't want to get too personal, Joe, but...
don't get too personal and don't get too graphic for the sake of your partnership.
No, well, it's too late. It's too late for that. I don't think I have a chance. It's just way too. I don't think I should even try anymore. But
I don't think it makes a difference anyway, so it's okay.
So when people were like servicing you, Joe.
Yeah.
You said you have the same problem.
Well, I no, because I've had some bad experiences. I think I've had more bad experiences than good experiences.
And this would be she. Okay.
Yeah, well, maybe that's the issue.
That's right? The issue right there.
No one knows a cock better than a man. That's the truth. Right?
Oh.
No, real. I mean, like I've dated someone in the industry.
Now we can't. we can't what you call it when you speak to a, like calling a whole group of people. We can't.
Right.
What's that called?
Generalizing.
Generalize. That's the word.
We
We
can't
can't.
do that. Yeah,
we
yeah.
can't generalize.
That's haram. Yeah.
But there's always an exception because some girls like, you know, what the hell are you talking about? I'm the champion. I'm gonna take my I'm gonna take my denture out and I'm gonna show you.
Yeah. Take him out.
Take them out. So
Yeah.
there's always an exception.
Yeah.
You can't just generalize the whole group of
Right.
people, but usually because I've seen some really good stuff.
Oh.
I've seen some really good stuff in videos. Some of these girls
yeah.
are like relentless.
Oh, they. Yeah.
With-
I mean, some of them.
With the nails and everything, and I don't know
yeah,
how they
yeah.
do it, but they
don't
work
know.
around the nails,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Like, how do they do? The
it's
nails
like
are
they,
big.
it's I know, and it's like they're building a fire. It's like the storm is coming, and they've been in the forest for 3 days, and they're freezing to death, and they're working that fire. They're
Yeah, they're sweating the entire. It's so hot. in
yeah,
there.
and they're just relentless. I'm going,
Yeah.
you go, girl. You good for you.
Yeah.
God
Fucking put your back
damn,
into
yes.
it.
I'm like, and so you can't just generalize, but most of the time, so those are the few exceptions. But most
Yeah,
of the
those are
time, it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. I'll say it. It's sad. Most
It's
of the time
sad. Yeah, most of the time it's sad. Yes.
It's like, come on, just punish me. Like, I want you to treat me like a piece of shit. Okay, so just fucking punish me. But you don't always get that. Forgive me for 1 second, Van. I got to turn on my air conditioner.
Okay. Rami, right? You know what I'm talking about, Rami. Rami know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, sorry about that. But that's a serious thing that's a concern for me. I mean, I would say comfortably that I've had worse blowjobs.
Can we say BJ because that's
sorry.
just too crass for me.
Oh yeah, sure. I've had worse mouth jobs than anything else.
Well, here's another thing too: is that girls, they don't know how bad it is when they're clanking against their teeth. They're
Yeah.
they they're like raking against the teeth. Ah,
It's
so
like a cheese grater, yeah.
yeah, it's like, and you're
Especially
screaming.
when they have dentures and the fixident slips and then it just your cock gets stuck in. Yeah.
Or the braces, and
Or the braces.
because it's like it's painful, but they don't get it because they don't have a penis.
They don't understand it.
Yeah, but the guys who do it, they go, oh, we know it's painful. We know how to go around it. We know.
And listen, Van, and I'll be the first to say I have a gap between my two front teeth, so sometimes a woman's, gasoline pump can get stuck between my teeth if I'm going in too deep, so that can happen.
See?
So I've been there. Yeah.
Yeah. So what did she just smack you in the head or give you like a leg vice?
It's like if you hammer a nail into a wall, you have to take like the pull part of the hammer out.
Yeah.
So, like you have to pull. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So I can tell that you're not a very handy guy. It's the pull part of the hammer.
Well, it's not the head.
The crowbar.
It's the crowbar. That's a crowbar. That is a crowbar.
That is.
I'm very handy. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Okay.
Come
So a gay guy is telling a straight guy about crowbar. All right.
Given your line of work, I am more than certain you are well aware of what a crowbar can truly do. I feel like at one point you've probably used a crowbar in a scene. Have you?
I don't. I've done so much stuff. Probably. I don't. It's like you're asking how 20, 30 years of
Scenes.
of scenes.
Do you know how many scenes you've done in total? No.
Yeah, I can't count. I lost count.
Yeah, yeah, and that the same of that probably goes partners too, obviously, because it's hard to keep track when you're, you know. That's like a very difficult thing.
You know, and then just wait till you get my age, all right? Because what happened is I get random email. It's like, oh my God, I finally found you, Van. Remember that one time?
And you're like, no.
Oh, and then here's a picture, you know, and I'm like, oh my God, that was like that time just changed my life, you know.
I'll never forget you.
Here's my photo. Oh my God, I finally found you. Let's. And I'm like, I have no idea who this person is. It's like, what the fuck?
What's his email like? Youngstud69@hotmail.com or something.
I don't. But it's like we live in the same neighborhood. Remember, I walked over one night and we did it 5 times or whatever. And it's like, okay, I have no idea who that is.
Wait, are you married or dating?
I've been married for 20 years.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that until now. That's why I'm talking to you. How did you two meet?
I was they hired me as a model for Altoids parade. You know, like they put like hot looking guys on the parade to go to. So I worked for San Francisco Gay Parade and West Hollywood Gay Parade, Los Angeles, and I did it for like 7 years. It pays really good too. I mean, it's corporate money. Altoids.
Yeah. Altoids.
So, yes. So I was dancing on there, and and then I met this guy, and he was just following my float the whole entire time, and I just couldn't get rid of him ever since.
That's like the normal story for people meeting each other 20 years ago. Now they just call that stalking. But go on. It's true though. If that were to happen today, a girl would or a person would be tweeting about how they're being followed by someone. But back then it's like, I have an admirer and they're kind of cute and I want to talk to them.
Well, the girls would say that if the guy is not good looking. I mean, it's the same thing. Anything is. So here I am. That's why I'm not being partner. I'm very controversial. Like at the office, if a hot guy touch you, oh my God, thank you. But then a hideous guy touch you, it's like, that's sexual harassment. Get your fucking ass off of me.
Get out of here, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, you pig.
Yeah, you sick fucker.
So this is kind of shit that gets me into trouble, by the way.
Yeah.
And I can't keep my big mouth shut. So that's
so true. Yeah, I was gonna ask you. At one point, you mentioned that you were an escort in your career. What were some of? How long were you an escort for?
God, I don't remember. It's more like what happened is I went to, remember back in the days, were you young enough when they have those DVD store where you have to go in and rent a movie?
Yeah, of course, like Blockbuster.
Yeah, but these kids here in chat, they go, what the hell is that? What's a DVD?
You should say VHS or Laserdisc. You could do that too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I have a friend who has a whole collection of Laserdisc.
No shit.
And when he passed away, I got it. And it's like, what the fuck am I going to do with all these?
You still have it?
Yeah. Well, it's at the dumpster right now. But
what the fuck? Man, the first movie I saw on Laserdisc was Batman, the original Batman.
Oh, that's nice. Well, we didn't have any cool stuff. We got like Mrs. Doubtfire or Overboard or shit like that with Goldie Hawn. Okay, all that kind of crap. So anyway, I was looking at I was picking out the movie, and then I saw this one, in the adult section, and it's a straight BDSM. It's about BDSM. It's almost like a documentary type of thing. So I took it home and I watched it, and I'm going, holy shit! There's people making a living doing this. There was dominatrix and stuff, and she's like, and I'm going, I'm a natural at this. And what did my daddy say? My daddy said, if you can find something that you love to, you're good at and you love to do, make a living out of it. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
So I would just like, I'm more like a fetish, thing than anything else. Not a bondage, leather and stuff involved. Than just the regular stuff.
You grew up on a farm, so you're very aware of how to tie ropes and to do things like that, right? I was gonna ask if you were a Boy Scout, but
we don't have time for that. No, I got chores. We don't have time to go around. I barely had time to play football, and that's about it. And then you have chores to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you're escorting. Did you have any like? Some people, some escorts that I knew. I used to know a trans woman who was an escort, and she used to service Saudi Arabian oil princes for quite a while, and she was super successful, obviously, and she had some crazy fucking stories about being an escort over there. So, what about you? What kind of experiences and stories do you have that you're able to share?
I don't think I can share it here. This is what Sasha Gray would say. Wrong platform website, buddy.
So Van, I have interviewed other people in the sex worker industry. I've interviewed Mia Malkova before.
Oh, you have? Oh, I love her. She's great.
Yeah, and she's been able to share a lot of different things that are probably not okay for the platform. But I'm not asking you, and obviously don't ever answer anything you don't feel comfortable answering. But what is like the safe for work version of a story of you experiencing something as an escort?
Well,
anything? Has it all been vile as fuck?
Well, the thing is that it's, you get lucky and you get like, because I'm right there in Hollywood. I'm right there in Beverly Hills. So you get all sorts of people. You get, regular people to like people like all the way to the top. And, like this one guy, I didn't know who he was until I saw him on TV, and I was like, holy shit. And, like a yacht. It's not even a yacht. It's a ship that just goes around the world.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, I'm like, when you're that young, you're not like, you notice someone is interested in you, and you want, I'm like, I'm happy. I'm not looking for anything else. And my thing is that a lot of time we would go to like dinner or function or something, and they say stuff that I didn't like. So usually I'm like, I have a big mouth, so
yeah,
and very, so then I kind of like did not like the group of friends he's in. I didn't like what they're talking about, because they're all like sitting around making fun of poor people.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And so basically it's like, if I kept my mouth shut, I would be like, living in a penthouse in Paris right now or something. But I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. I'm like, you guys, a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, I never got why people were like overly pompous like that. Like, what the fuck is the point?
And so then but that's the thing too. I mean, it's like my mouth get me into a lot of trouble.
In more ways than one, I'm sure. Yeah.
So I mean, I learned that rich people, this is back before downloading. What they do is they have their own theater, like in their compound. Like seat like, let me try to think. Let me remember, like 50 people, 40 people, the whole theater. Yeah, right next to the house.
Yep.
And it's just me and this one person just sitting there. and then there's like in back is where they actually play the movie. And there's this one guy would, so he'll like, what kind of movie you want to see tonight? And I'm like, I don't know, what DVD do you have? And he laughed at me and he go, no, I mean in the theater right now. What movie in the theater you want to see right now?
Oh.
And so what they do is he'll call up any theater, and they have a guy that runs the reel to Malibu and plays it, and then rack it up and run back to the theater in between, like when they rotate. It's kind of weird, but I'm like, man, that's rich.
That's an exclusive service right there.
Yeah, it's like, does the guy care? No, we don't care what they're doing. They're just looking to the whole playing the movie, and it's like it's like they do that. I didn't know such a thing exists in this world, where you run a movie from the theater to your personal home. But I thought
did you grow up poor, or did you grow up like in a?
It's a brag to riches to rag to riches to rag story.
That's your story.
Huh?
That's your story.
That's my story. Yeah. I was my mother. She met a GI over there, but he's not really a GI. He's like a contractor for the military. And I was 1 year old when they met. So so then we were living like in a big house in Vietnam, me growing up, and I went to boarding Catholic school because the reason I had to go, my brother and I went to boarding school is because the lady down the street and their kids are going to boarding school, and my mom is like, God damn it, I got the money too. I'm going to show them. I'm going to put my kids in boarding school too. She has no idea what the hell that is. It's, what boarding school are they going? We're going there.
You got to do the same thing.
Yeah. So, and that's where I learned all the BDSM stuff is in the boarding school.
From the nuns hitting
From
you?
the nuns.
No, you just reminded me of how my mom used to talk about how poorly she was treated in the Middle East during like the 50s. So now I'm trying to think like, actually I don't want to think about my mom being into BDSM, but go ahead. Fuck.
Yeah, they walk around with that stick and they whack the shit out of you, and all the verbal, and I'm kind of like recording all the verbals, is this what you want? Is this what you like? Look at me, all that verbal. I learned it from the nuns. I learned it from the nuns. Sit up straight. Did I tell you to look at you? Look away.
Does it just work with everyone you talk to when you talk like that? Like, could you just walk into a room and command an army of people?
I guess, yeah. But the thing too is, when I was like 5 or 6, my brother, who's because my half brother, because my mother had kids with this GI guy, so I got a sister and a brother, and he got, for one Christmas, I mean, we're filthy rich. I mean, like one time I went up to the Christmas tree and I thought it was an ornament, but these are actual like fruit, apples and oranges. I didn't know you can eat these.
What?
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever heard of that before.
Yeah.
That's filthy rich.
Yeah. Especially in Vietnam where you don't have citrus like that. I think they have to fly it over in a ship to the GI. But anyway, so he got Superman. He got a Superman doll about this big and a watch to go with it. And I go, holy shit, that's amazing. I can't wait to get and then my sister got Wonder Woman. Red, white, and blue. Oh, beautiful. So cute. And then I opened mine up and it's like this black thing with a mask over it. Oh. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And it's Batman. I didn't know it was Batman, but I'm like, why am I stuck with something scary and my brother got, that all-American, handsome, with the red wine, colorful, and mine is all black and it has a hood on it.
I thought you got like the head of a mannequin with like a gimp mask on it.
Well, for me, it could have been like that. That's what I'm holding my thing and I'm just looking at my brothers and sister, and it's like, this is what it's like to be an adopted stepchild. Sad story. That's when I turned dark.
Ooh.
That's the moment when I went into the dark side. I'm saying, well, you see.
You'll see. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a true story. And then, I even got the Batman watch to go with it too. And it's just the hood. And I'm like, the whole time we were playing with it, it's like, can I borrow your Superman? No! Get away from me.
Did you have a good relationships with your siblings?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. I mean, we talked, even today we do, We're the kind of family that one day we would get onto Jerry Springer and just hash it out. We're that type.
That sounds kind of like a fun family, though.
Yeah. Well, I threatened them that we're going to do a fraternity test because I said, you guys don't look anything like they supposedly had the same dad. And I said, you guys don't look anything like each other. Stop it. Don't fuck with me. You're messing with my head. I don't want to know.
I mean, does it really matter at like a certain age? I don't think so.
Yeah, but if you want to know, like how busy your mother is back in the days.
How much work she's putting in the gym.
Yeah. But so then, and then at 10, we came to America, okay? Mm-hmm. And I was watching TV back in Vietnam, and I see New York and California and all that crazy stuff. I'm going, yeah, we're going to America. Fuck this shit. Let's go. And when we got here, we were on a little farm. It was it snowed 6 feet high, and there's nobody around us. It's like we're in middle of nowhere. That's where I grew up.
I love it. I grew up in the middle of nowhere in upstate New York for the longest time.
Yeah, because a lot of people think New York, the big city, but if you go up a little north, it's like a whole different world, right?
Yeah. I saw a video of you, I believe it was in China, and you were at was it your event, an event for just you?
I think it's a gaming convention.
That was a gaming convention, and
yeah.
all those people came there to be with you. At one point, they were.
It's incredible. Surrounded. Yeah.
I was excited for you when I saw it because on the stage you had some of your slaves with you, and the way that people look at you, it's got to be pretty cool to know the impact you've made on a community, right? And how influential you are as a person. And I know it's you've probably heard this a million times, but how does that kind of fuel you to keep doing what you're doing and to keep being creative? And for instance, you being on Twitch now, is that just another reason for you to keep pushing your message and the how the Dark Knight rose from Van? Is that how it comes?
It's pretty amazing. I mean, I think that's the turning point where I realized how crazy it was, because over the past 15, 20 years, I get emails all the time, mm-hmm. from people all around the world, and I didn't think much of it. But when you face to face with people, especially when I'm sitting there, they're standing in line for 4 hours just to get an autograph.
Yeah.
And I get to the quick minute or 30 seconds that I get to talk to them. It's and I hear these little stories, and that really touch me. I mean, it's because somebody we flew in from Singapore last night. We flew in from Australia last night. So they're not just from China. They flew in from all around Asia just to see me, and it's like, and then some of them are like, well, I'm he doesn't look like it. He looks like, how as Asian are, we look really young. He looks like he's 20, but it's like, well, I have a job, engineer at so and so, I have a wife now, and I just want to come here just to tell you, that how happy you made me when I was in school.
Wow.
Yeah, you're part of my childhood. I'm going, really? Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, and they just came just to say thank you. That's it. And a lot of them, it's like, school is really hard, and especially for Asian people, the pressure to succeed is just, you could not believe. And it's a lot of pressure for them. And for me, I think just watching my silly little videos on YouTube or on Bilibili kind of give them like a, a little break, away from all of that. I'm like, okay, I hear you now. I get it now. That's the first time that I get it. Just from standing, they're all standing right there and telling me. And then a lot of times they say it and then they walk away and say, don't you want your poster?
No, that's it. I was excited for you. I didn't even know you. I haven't spoken to you, and I was excited for you when I saw that video, because I was like, obviously like the gay community for the longest time, since when I was growing up, used to get a lot of shit, for just existing, and if you were, I had a friend of mine, it took him 26 years to come out because of where he was living, and he didn't feel comfortable with his family and everything. And it sucks, and obviously, like, I think it's amazing when people like you can push a message, and even though it might be more specific towards like domination and being a dungeon master and a bondage guru and all these crazy things, the fact that you're able to like help people become more comfortable with themselves and let themselves be who they want to be, I think that's like a really big part of the impact you've probably made on the world. So I appreciate that of you.
Oh, thank you so much, Joel. That means a lot. I know it's like they're looking at me and they go, "What a freak!" So I can be a little freaky. That's okay. It's normal. Yeah, so it's normal. But the thing is too, I mean, for me to come on Twitch and when I first came, there was a lot of expectation. There's a lot of hype, and people expect me to be that persona, like my whole entire time on Twitch, and it's not. It's impossible.
Yeah, it's not possible.
Yeah, because for my first month here, because I was trying to, I'm trying to accommodate, the whole entire time I'm like, $300. I'm all in. Let's do it. And after a month, a little voice in my back of the head saying, "This can't go on like this."
No, it'll drive me mad.
And then say, well, I gotta be me. And a lot of time, they bring out, they baited you.
Yeah, baited.
I fall for that a lot. They get me all riled up, and then they clipped it and they ship it to Livestream Fail, and then I watch that a couple times. I'm going, what the hell's gotten into you, Van?
This isn't like me.
Yeah, what's going on with you that day? Because I'm sitting there going, super seducer, I'm like, and then it's just too much. And then I decided, you know what, I can't please people. Every single one of them coming to my channel and be Van Darkholme and please them and make them happy. I can't. And a lot of people, say like, okay, well, he's not doing a 300. He's not doing the fuck you. And after a while, it's like, okay, the hype died, and I'm okay with that. I'm saying, okay, and then I'm starting to build a little community on my channel. So it's kind of like it got big, and now it's gotten smaller, and then now it's getting to be really intimate. I like that, because before I couldn't read the chat at all. The chat was just flying the whole entire time, and I have you get 3,000 people in chat, 2,000. But now I can finally, I can really like one-on-one talk. I learned to know my regulars.
Yep.
I think you have that too on your channel, right?
I do have that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I do my normal content, I don't look at my numbers because I think it fucks you up when you're just starting off on this platform. But
yeah.
But I've had my peak has been like 3,500 before, and that's like on an interview. And then like when I do my normal content, because I stream in the mornings or whatever, it's maybe like 150 to 200. And then interviews can go from anywhere from like 50 to like 3,500. So it just depends on who the guest is. And this is actually my first time doing an interview where you're on your channel and I'm on my channel at the same time.
Oh,
I've never
okay.
done that before. So it's different for me too. So, but yeah, I mean, I feel the same way about community as well. The people that are in my community, I'm very grateful to have. I would have never. I used to work on the opposite end. So I used to do agents. I used to work for agencies, and I used to represent Twitch talent. That was my job. So I used to represent creators on Twitch and YouTube. So now I'm on the other side of me being a creator, and it's just fucking weird to me. So I'm surprised there's anyone in my chat watching me in the first place. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think we're at an advantage more than most people because I watched your interview with Raj, and you guys, that's how you guys met is through your job in the first place, and like, did Raj rated you at all?
No, he didn't.
Raj, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Well, here's the thing, like
cheap ass. Why don't you fucking raid Heyitsjoe? Do it.
No. I say he's a friend of mine, and that's the thing is like a lot of people would expect me. I live with his recruiter. His recruiter is Gone Doc, and I live with him. And everyone expects me. They're like, oh, have him raid you, have him host you. I don't want to fucking use my friends.
Wait a minute.
That's not the type of person I am.
Okay? See, I'm so new. What's a recruiter?
Yeah. There's someone on Raj's team, the production team, that hosts a show every day where they bring in people to get interviewed to be on the show. Oh. So that's Gone Doc. That's his show, and he gets anywhere from 800 to 2,000 viewers when he streams. So
again, Raj, what the fuck am I? Chopped liver? I've been on Twitch for like 4 months now. Jesus Christ.
You want to be on the Raj show?
I can't get, these people are so famous that you can't send them a message. You can't tweet them. You can't DM them.
Have you met Raj before?
Oh yeah, I met him last week. He was really nice, by the way. So I just met him last week. And
well, why don't I formally introduce you to then? After the show, I'll formally introduce you to. No, really. Like, I'd love to see you on one of his shows. Are you kidding me?
I gotta check. I'm so new.
Yeah.
Right now I am obsessed with e-girl. So I'm working my way toward the gamer boys.
Wait, who's your favorite e-girl right now?
I don't want.
You don't want to sell out like
that?
I
can't. Okay, right now I can't get enough of Emu. That's my nickname for her.
Emu?
Yeah, I call her Emu. It's I can't pronounce her. She's from Texas also. She's your neighbor. Look out your backyard. You see anybody like swimming around in the bathing suit and a lot of like
emu? I think I see an emu out there, yeah.
No, I think it's Amaranth. I can't pronounce it.
Amaranth?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're a big fan of Amaranth.
Yes. I cannot look away.
I had to think about you saying she's swimming in the pool.
Just look at your backyard. Look to your window. She's probably back there.
Oh my God! Yeah. Oh wow, she's wearing a bikini. Wow, very revealing.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
She's is she bouncing on a float right now?
It's like a Fortnite floaty to attract an audience of younger people, and she's bouncing on it. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Look at the size of those. Yeah, holy fuck. Yeah,
but right now I'm just obsessed over. So I'm working my way towards the gamer board. Do you play game? I see on your clips that you play a lot of games.
I do. I play. Fuck. What do I play? I play Magic the Gathering right now. which is a card game, and World of Warcraft. That's what I play. Yeah.
And
So not too many games.
But were you a gamer before you came on, or?
I've always been a gamer since I was.
See, that's
probably 12,
you got that. That's your advantage over me right there.
How so?
I see. I'm not good at games
Well, you
at
don't
all.
have to be good at games on Twitch. I mean, look at everyone who has any viewers on Twitch. If you're you can be very successful on Twitch if you just have a really big personality and play games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really big personality, like a personality that really stands out. And if you play a game, you can really do very well on the platform. Really big personality.
That's one thing that I need to work on is some games, but sadly I'm terrible at it. Guess what? I get dizzy.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I get. Like when you're walking through when you're walking through the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get dizzy from that.
Wait, but have you tried virtual reality before?
No.
No? How do you think you would handle that? Wait, so you've never seen VR porn before?
Oh no, I've seen that. They brought that to Kink. The Oculus people. They show. I met the Oculus people, the two guys.
Really?
Yeah, and that was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago when they came.
What did you think of VR porn?
Well, when they first started, it was kind of crappy because they kind of slapped your little iPhone onto the cardboard thing.
Yeah.
And it's like a cardboard visor, and I could, and they didn't like me because I'm going, this sucks. I can see all the pixels on the phone, and they're like, they just gave me a weird look, and they go, well, we look for a straight director and a gay director, or and all different directors. And I don't want to do it. It sucks. So.
And little did you know, Van, that they sold for $600 trillion. So if you would have been 1 ounce nicer, your story of rags to riches to rags to riches to rags to riches could be totally different.
Again, it's my big mouth that got me into trouble again.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, so I think they got offended. But everybody's trying to tell me now it's better now. It's like, I can't lie. It's like all I see is just this, just imagine putting your phone to your head. All those pixels. I'm like, I can't get into that. It doesn't turn me on because I'm just staring at the little squares all the time. But people telling me that's getting much better now. So, but then when they did it, they were showing me the demo. Okay, so then someone just like servicing you there, and then you get to look to the left, you get to look to the right, you get to look up, and you get to look down, and that's just the whole gist of the thing. It's like. That's a lot of work, I just want to just to bang one out, for like 2 minutes and go to bed. I don't want to sit in there going left and right and all that. It's just too much. Why?
I think about like the cleanup process after, because like you don't know. It's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like when you leave your like hose out in the lawn and you forget to like wind it up around the fucking spigot, but the thing that like happens when you turn on the hose is just starts spraying wherever the fuck it is. That's how I feel about masturbating with VR. I don't know where it's gonna go, and I don't want to be the one responsible for cleaning it up afterwards.
Oh, because you have your map and you don't know. I get it.
Yeah,
all right.
You don't know where it's gonna be. Yeah.
That's funny.
I want to interrupt you. I'm sorry because I'm really curious about this. But who determined the price of $300 for fisting? Was that you or was that someone else?
That was
just. Did you include tax on that?
Okay, well, here it is. Okay, well, this is what I think. Okay, back then the going rate for everything in West Hollywood, for that for just anything is $200.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I'm fetish, I'm a niche market, so I'm gonna raise it up one more 100 to make it 300. So that's because the fetish you can charge more.
Capitalize, yeah.
Because not everybody's doing it. You know, you have like 100, boys who are like, actors, waiters, models, and I'm like, I'm going over to the dark side, and I'll charge you more because there's only me here on this corner, opposed to 100 boys in bikinis, model type on that side. So that's why I charge $300. It's But back then, boys and girls, let's do the math. If we calculate it to the inflation back in the 90s.
That's a lot.
That's a lot now for $300 back then is a lot.
Probably $500-$600 for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, but you mentioned in that video that it's very tedious to do that because there's things involved in getting there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not an easy thing to just.
It takes skill. So that's why all those dumb models can't do it. Otherwise everybody's gonna set up a little BDSM shop. Not everybody can do it. It takes skills.
I have to say I'm hetero for the most part, right? And I'm curious. I mean, I've kissed a few men, right? Like about 6.
I saw the video. I saw the intro.
Which one? Wait, of me kissing someone?
Yeah, on your site intro.
Who? Which one? Who did I kiss?
I don't know. It was some kind of event. I don't know. I just saw.
Oh no, there was a guy named Bodhi. Bodhi, he's a. Have you heard of Bodhi before?
No, I'm new here, so.
Okay, Bodhi's like
forgive me.
He's like a RuneScape person. Bodhi's like a RuneScape person. He's like a big influencer on RuneScape. He was kissing my friend Lord Kirk.
Okay.
At RuneFest, yeah. But anyways, what I was gonna say is I watched your work for about an hour and a half or so. I was jumping around from video to video, and I was like really trying to like analyze like what went in to creating the scenes that you've created in your work. And I wrote like a little bit because I never really understood how bondage and kind of like the BDSM culture. I was always like, yeah, I'm into fucking BDSM. Like, you could fucking choke me out, you could fucking smack me across the face or put a pillow over my face and fucking beat the shit out of me. Like, those are things that you could do. But then I was like, and then I stumbled on your work, and there was a scene that you did with Connor Wilde. I don't know if you remember exactly, because it doesn't matter, Van. It doesn't matter who the fuck he was or anything like that. We've already established that the poor people who have texted you and sent you emails, they don't matter anymore. But anyways, there was the scene where you did this, and I'm reading this in order of operations, because it blew me the fuck away. And forgive me if I fuck this up, and I don't use the right vernacular, but you tied him up, you punched his tits, you squeezed his nipples, you lashed his chest, you lashed his dick with a fucking dildo in his ass, then you tased his armpits, you put clothespins on his body and sprayed him with water while he looked like he had chopsticks surrounding his cock, and then you waterboarded him, and then he came and he said he had a great time and didn't seem phased at all. Is that fucking normal? What the fuck? I was like, damn, this guy really likes this shit. And he was like totally okay with it. He loved it.
It's a Tuesday at boarding school. It's what the thing. It takes skills. I mean, you gotta, it has to feel good, but you feel like you have to. It's dangerous, but it's not, because they trust me. It's a trust,
right.
And like a lot of these models, they would not trust anybody else. They would not go to any other company or let anybody do that to them. But for some reason, they trust me.
I love it. I think you do seem like a very trustworthy person. So yeah.
But it takes skill to, like, I mean, just punching someone on the chest.
Yeah.
You do it in a way that it sounds good, but it feels sexy to the guy.
Yeah.
And it takes skill. It's not like knocking somebody with your knuckle. You hit them with the flat of your palm, but then just
You wanna hear, like-
you don't want to go through the chest.
You don't want to. You don't want to.
You want to just to give it a good thump, and that turns them on. You know, you get a lot of chemicals going on your brain. You know, it turns up a lot of. It just switch on a lot of endorphins and chemicals in your body when it's being done right to you. So that's why he's getting. Usually when they're done, they're getting like this high. You know.
Yeah.
That's why they're so happy. It's like, oh my God, I still have my fingers. I'm still alive.
Yeah. They're like, I really fucking like that. Yeah.
It's great. It's like going on a roller coaster. You know, when you're done with it, you're like, holy shit, I didn't die. It feels great.
But have you ever been dominated?
Everything that's been done to me, that has been done to that's been done to me.
You've done
everything that I've done to other people, that has been done to me. Otherwise, I have no idea to gauge. I need to gauge that person.
Your ability to tie a human body up in rope is actually very artistic and very beautiful. Like, and I think probably people. I'm assuming that's what most people who are into like the bondage community look at, is like how well decorated someone can be. It's like a Christmas tree with like apples and oranges on it. That's like that, and I think that's how you kind of look at it. I feel like you treat it the way you do things is very it's very beautiful, and it's
thank you.
Yeah, and again, coming from someone who particularly likes MILF porn, okay, I enjoy
Me too.
watching. You too?
I love it. That's my fave.
I love it. Oh, mom, stepmom, you're stuck underneath the sink. Let me have sex with you and pull you out of there.
But Joe, I love it for a different reason.
Tell me why.
I love it because like the MILF and the younger guy, because of course I'm sexually attracted to the younger guy, but then the MILF, usually she has like, she's been out in the sun for so long that she looked like a cougar,
like a leathered cougar.
Yeah, leather cougar, and sometimes like she might have like 5 kids, and her stomach it's just a little poach out a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit of skin.
Yeah, but she's been having full breasts. Yeah, and I look at that and I'm going, that hot guy's having sex with that MILF. That could be me. That could be me.
Bingo.
Yeah, so I related to that, because that person is not like a perfect, like porn model, like beautiful.
Right.
Where I'm like, oh my God, there's no way that can be me. I'm watching that. It's not realistic,
Right, because like, my fascination with MILF porn came because I had a friend named Pat who had the hottest mom, and she was a fucking babe, okay? And there was this one scenario where I was in the basement, and it was a furnished basement because they were wealthy, and I did not have a furnished basement at my home, so I was excited, right? And I was on the couch, and she tucked me in, and I was like 11. I don't know why she tucked me in, but she chose to tuck me in. And while she was tucking me in, she said, "You're such a sweet boy, you know that?" And then tucked me in and then walked away. And the first thing that happened to me was I found out that I could grow a boner. And then I got a boner, and then I waited there all night long hoping that she would come crawling back down to the basement and hang out with me, and she never did. But ever since then, I was obsessed with MILFs.
Nice.
That's my story. Yep.
See? So
that's my origin story. Yeah.
That's hot.
You think so?
If I'm still making videos, I would have been writing all this down for.
Listen, I can do creative writing for you. I'll write it. Yeah, if you ever need help writing like a scene, I am very graphic. I can write it for you. Yeah.
So next time, if we're like at TwitchCon or something, and I'll come over to your room, we'll have some beer. We'll watch some MILF porn.
Yeah, we'll watch some MILF porn
for different reason.
You can look at the dude. I'll look at the woman, and then. Hey, you never know what could happen from there.
You never know. But
our mouths do bad things, Van. I mean, they can't help it sometimes. Yeah.
Especially when you buzz, I mean.
Well, yeah. I mean, you give you like half a glass of wine, you're gonna be you said you're gonna be butt naked running around all over the place. Yeah.
But yeah, I love that. I love watching, because I also too. It's like I grew up on straight porn, and I prefer watching straight porn. Even today, it's strange. It's weird that way.
It's interesting because I watch straight porn and I look at. I think a lot of straight men do this, but they look at the dick. Like I look at the dick, you know, and I'm like watching the insertion happen, but I'm listening for the moaning of the woman. That's what I'm going for. No? Did I? Oh, we're gonna have to go to a brief intermission on this one, man. That's not what happens?
Well, I don't know why we're talking about it. We're going to get in trouble, but
no, we're not going to get in trouble.
But in the business, all right, usually the girl get pays a lot, all right?
Okay.
More than the guy, because straight guys don't get to have it as much, you know. So you know what I mean? Like for straight guys,
I know
to get to have sex, it's like you don't have to pay me, I'll pay you.
Yeah,
you know.
Exactly.
So they get paid like practically nothing. But the girl, she's like, you know, she got to make, you know, she got to pay law school. She got to go through all that, and she get paid a lot because she doesn't, you know, it's not a thing for her. So if you watch it, like if you're like a porn connoisseur like me, if you and I watching when you talk about moaning and facial expression, usually the girl is very robotic. The girl is like, "Oh my God, you're the best! This is so good! Yeah. Oh my God!" Yeah. Okay, and you see her eyes. Sometimes you watch her eyes. She's like looking at the walls.
Yeah, she's distracted.
She's thinking about She's thinking about the traffic on, you know, what the traffic is like when we're leaving. She's but the guy is like, if you watch the guy, he's like sweating and he's trying to kissing her and she's trying to like getting away from the kiss. You know, like get that Italian sausage breath out of my face. You know,
it smells like Gianelli up in here.
But you know, he's trying to make up on her and she's, "Oh, you're the best. You're amazing." You know, all that sound, but it sounds a little bit robotic. After like 5 minutes, it's just, but the guy is just sweating and he's
going in.
He's in it. He's in it for real. So basically, so you were looking for the sound. Whose sound again? I missed it. What you were looking?
Usually the woman's sound. Yeah, the woman's sound usually does it for me.
You're a straight guy. You see the gay guys. We know it's fake. We know it's manufactured. You guys just buys it all up.
And Van, I will personally say that I used to date a sex worker. She was a porn star. So she shot porn. I've been on set with her before. And I know how fake it is. I know how fake and whatever it is. But
you guys don't care.
No, we don't care because we're just... And I'm quick. You know, I'm like bada bing, bada boom. You know, like crank it out. 20 seconds later, I'm like, all right, let's go make a sandwich. You know, that's my feng shui. And I don't have time to waste when it comes to that. You know, you gotta finish it. Because what's the point? What am I trying to become better at it? No, it's just I want to get it over with and move on, you know. But that's the way I think of it, at least. You know. Yeah,
but so you guys don't care if it's fake or not.
No, we obviously know it's fake, but like.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I would think we know it's fake, but like the difference between like the porn I'm referring to and the porn that you've produced and directed, yours is not fake, right? Because there's nothing fake about putting a man in full rope and then hanging him from a ceiling with a dildo attached to his asshole and a cock ring on and chopsticks. And what else is in there? Sprayed with water, lashing him with clothespins on his body, squeezing his nipples, and shocking him with a taser in his armpit. There is nothing fake about that. There's nothing fake about that at all, actually. I think it's great. Yeah. Let's move on. My next question. I noticed we have some similar taste in music, and I was saying with Dope Lemon and Sufjan.
Oh, love them.
Yeah. Where did you like? What's like some of your inspirations? Is it mostly like California styled like band? Did you go see a lot of concerts when you're out there?
Uh, well, with me, it's like when I'm working, I'm in front of a crowd.
Hmm.
You know, at clubs, at parties, private parties. I'm always in front of the crowd while I'm working. So when I'm not working, tend to stay away from crowds. So I don't do a lot of events.
Hmm.
Only when I'm getting paid to do it.
Right.
So I don't get to see a lot of live music. But I don't know. I just, I get, you get different moods. Sometimes, I get like a lot of hard techno music when I was dancing, and I'm into that once in a while. I just got back to it just recently for a couple of months. And then I was into a lot of like Americana folk for a little bit for 2 years.
Bela Fleck and all that shit.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry?
Like Bela Fleck kind of folk, or what do you mean folky? Like,
God, I don't remember. I don't know.
well, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter, but yeah, it's,
But I think it's pretty popular in Texas.
they don't know what the fuck they're doing out here. They just they're just like whatever is cool. Let's go with it right now.
Yeah, but and then if I like a band, I'll just listen to it until I'm sick of it, and then I
Yeah, I'm the
move
same
on.
way.
Yeah. So I'm all over the map.
When I did my intro I usually try to pick music that I think would fit like the person that I'm interviewing.
Uh-huh.
And for my intro today, I played two songs, and one of them was "Sin" by Nine Inch Nails. Do you know that song?
I love that. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. I used to have an NIN shirt for a
Really?
long time. Yeah,
Yeah. And I
N with a
thought
backward N.
no better song to define Van Darkholme, in my opinion, than "Sin" by Nine Inch Nails, because you know the purpose of the song, right? I brought it up to my chat the other day, and I was like, this song is literally Van to a T.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's about fisting a man in his ass. It's literally about that.
Is
It's
that
like,
really? I have no idea.
it's really about, yeah, it's really about that. Yeah, I
Oh
could
my
read you some of the lyrics, but
God.
then we'd probably get banned for it. So I don't
Yeah.
want to do that. Yeah,
Really? Now you learn
yeah.
something new every day.
I'm gonna send you
Yeah.
the song, and then you can play it on stream if you want.
No, I think I can find it on Spotify.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more of hurt by Nine Inch Nail. You
Oh,
know,
it's just softer.
the softer kind.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's still doing it. That Resnick guy.
Yeah,
Didn't he do the what's that? I think he's doing movie for music now. Music for movies now.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah. A lot of them are.
the spider, the tattoo,
Spider-Man?
the girl with
Oh, Girl with the Spider Tattoo.
the girl
Yeah.
with the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Or Dragon Tattoo. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that music with that was cool. I love that.
I have to ask so last TwitchCon, it was actually my first TwitchCon, and I want your opinion on this because I've never experienced it before, but I was curious if I should try it out. But the last TwitchCon, I was invited by one of my viewers at the time to go to a leather bar and watch men pee on each other. Do you think I should have done that?
What city was it in?
It was in San Diego.
Oh, San Diego. Okay.
Yeah. Should I have done that? Because I was actually curious. No.
Same thing with in Germany. When I was in Germany, they chase me around and they want me to go to. Oh, why are we talking about this? I cannot.
Okay, all right. Is it what? What the fuck, man? Like, what? We are on the wrong platform then if we can't talk about.
Yeah,
it.
we can't. I
Right.
just found out we can't. I'm going down that road. I better not.
God, I'm
Yeah.
like trying to. I want to learn about you and like how you became who you are. This is kind of unfair.
I know, but
All right, you know what? Let's talk about this. What is your favorite part of the God of War series on PlayStation 4?
I don't know any games. The only thing I know is Galaga.
Galaga? Yeah. What's your highest score in Galaga?
I don't know because I only lasted like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's usually my story too.
Yeah. Are you? So you think TwitchCon's gonna happen this year?
No, it's not gonna fucking happen. Are you kidding me? No, it's not happening. I don't think it's gonna happen. I
Like
don't think any of that's
what was your impression at your first TwitchCon? Like seeing the people and all that.
the first TwitchCon I went to was in Berlin.
Oh,
Yeah, so the first North America TwitchCon I went to was in San Diego. The Berlin one was I didn't know anyone there, and I met. That's the first time I met Raj. So I met him there, and I met this guy named Groscore. I don't know if you've heard of Groscore before. But Groscore introduced me to people like Slicker and all these other just chatting people. But my first experience at TwitchCon Berlin was spending a lot of money and going to a brothel. And
isn't that great?
oh, I had a great time.
I went there. I went to one.
The one I went to was called Artemis.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it was a fucking riot.
I love it. There was like girls walking around like, with drinks, and they're very friendly. And it's very classy. It's they have different bars and jacuzzis and.
Well, you walk in. You walk in and you pay, and then you take your clothes off. That you put a robe on. You can go take a shower, which you should if you ever go to a fucking brothel. Go shower.
It's beautiful. I don't think it's fair to call it a brothel because when you say that, it kind of reminds you like back in the days, where it's just.
What would you call it then?
What did they call that place in Las Vegas? It's the Bunny Ranch, right? It's just.
Yeah, but I'm bad with identifiers like this. Like I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. For some reason, I feel like it has like also a.
Like a sex spa.
A sex spa sounds good. Because it sounds like prostitutes, brothel sound like like the bottom of society. It's not very uplifting for sex workers. I mean.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like how housewife they call them domestic engineer.
Yeah, domestic engineer. Yeah, like a janitor, like a custodial agent.
Yeah, I think it's 2020 now. I think we should give it a better term. I think.
I agree.
But
what do you think we should call it?
All I knew it's really high class, and it blew me away. And
literally.
And I went there, just to hang out with my buddy, and and these girls are like coming up to me, and they totally ignore my buddies. I'm like, no, them, I'm gay. It's like, you don't have to be. Come with me. And I was like, no, but these guys right here. And they totally ignore the two guys. It's funny.
That was my experience. I went with 3 other people, and some of them I can't say who they are because I later found out that they were like bigger influencers on Twitch. I found that out after the fact. I didn't know who they were at the time, but I guess that's a secret that I'll die with as long as I'm on the platform. But I went, and it was a wonderful experience. I mean, like, I got to sleep with a woman who looked like Megan Fox, for Christ's sake, and she didn't have the big thumb, and it was really special. And I told the story before, but at the end, she was like, I relieved myself, and she was like, in her broken Russian accent, was like, oh my God, with that amount, you could have made twins. And I was like, I was really proud of myself. So I had a good time. 1010 would do it again.
Yes, I would go back. I love it.
Yeah. I'm very comfortable to talk about things like that. I mean, I think a lot of people are ashamed to talk about legal sex, but I don't know.
And then what about like when you're in San Diego on the Twitch? How is that just being in? I've never been to the convention. Like, do you have
That was good because you got to like actually spend time with everyone, and they're all very nice people, and everyone's there for the same reason. You get to network and meet new friends and party and get fucked up, and and then make shitty decisions. So yeah, it's a good time. And obviously, like the convention itself exists as like a vessel for you to meet those people, and then you go off and do whatever you can afterwards. So
Well,
I,
hopefully that I'm here long enough because like today I get to meet you.
yeah,
That's really cool, and hopefully I get to meet other people also just to say hi and.
I think you'll be very surprised. You'll probably get approached a lot at an event like TwitchCon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I don't want to hold you any longer. I feel like I'm taking up too much of your time. I'm also very afraid of the fact that I probably have made you shit your pants as to my questions being a little too sexual and graphic. And that's I'm sorry for that.
My mod's gonna be yelling at me in Discord later on. It's like, well, you fucked it up.
Hey, listen, you can feel free to delete the VOD if you want. I unfortunately am
No.
not going to be on YouTube. No.
So that's cool.
Yeah. God damn it! I really want to ask you one more thing, but
Go ahead, do it.
no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, Van. I'm not gonna put you in that position. I don't want to do that.
Well, now you got me all curious. My whole chat is like, what is it?
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not asking what it is. But
Now-
I'll tell you. anyways.
Now I'm curious. Tell me.
Okay. All right. Where did the motivation for your Folsom scene where you dragged a dude with a bear mask on down the street and then had people pee on him come from?
Oh my god.
Sorry. That's a really good one. I'm curious. I want to hear more.
I think I just got banned.
Sorry. Well, we'll go to a.
I forgot. I mean, if you, I didn't. It would seem normal. It just seemed normal. But then now that I'm sitting in the forest, 3 years later, it sounds crazy. But when you're in it, it's like eating it's like eating an ice cream cone. It's just so normal. I mean, you have to take it in that kind of context. So a lot of people, I get it now. I get that a lot of people are shocked from that or hear that.
No, I'm not shocked at all. I thought
or think it's crazy. Or think it's crazy. But
No, not crazy at all.
Okay, but for some people it is. Now I think it is. Now that you mentioned it, I'm like, holy crap! Really? Yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah, it sounds fucking awesome. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Fucking awesome.
But when you're living the life, it just it's
It's just a thing.
they also too. It's like, and then you brought that up, and then you're smoking the hookah like that.
Yeah.
I saw that a lot when I was in Istanbul, by the way.
Oh, really?
But trying to. But I don't want to be like Dr. K or anything like that.
Oh, no, I smoked cigarettes for 12 years, so this is my attempt at not smoking cigarettes.
Okay,
It's
but
been 2 months.
But you have such a pretty mouth, and then I'm trying to talk to you, and then you kind of like just having that thing in your mouth. Like I really can't concentrate.
You want me to come a little closer to the camera for you, Van? No. Listen, now you're hitting on me, okay? And that's TOS. That's TOS.
No, it's not. I'm just trying to be like a normal guest, and here you are. I mean, with your of course that's probably not the first time that people have told you that you got a pretty mouth.
No, but tell me. Yeah, go ahead.
I thought you should know for your pretty mouth.
Just my pretty mouth, yeah.
And you just keep on like sticking that thing in between your lips. It's just like it's just very suggestive. I'm
just trying to fit it in there,
For me, it's almost as if like you're a straight guy, and then some girl just sitting here with just giant cleavage the whole entire time.
Yeah. And
it's just distracting. It's just distracting. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not even a boob guy, Van. I got to be honest with you. I'm not
Really?
a boob guy. No, not a boob guy.
Are you like the junk, the back, the?
I like two things. I like I like me some camel. I like a little bit of a camel. I'm not gonna go into detail, but I like a camel and I like thighs.
Thighs, like the thunder thighs.
No, I like strong, like
Oh,
nice thighs, nice like long stems, like
not
long
not
legs.
not the big ones that they put on yoga pants and walk around in.
No, no, not at all. No, that scares me. That scares me a lot, actually. Like, yeah, no, not at all.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Thighs.
This is really funny because I think we're both trying to skate the TOS right now, and I don't want to. You two should have. Someone in my chat said, "You two should have this discussion in private before bedtime." Oh shit! All right, Van. I have one last question.
Okay, one last question.
Okay.
I'm just kind of surprised that no one said you gotta, you should probably hear that on a regular basis. That you got a purty mouth.
Purdy mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never heard that before? No one
No one ever said I have a purdy mouth. No.
Really?
No, not at
That's
all.
unusual because it's just nice and thick. It just very,
I have an emote in my chat that's of my lips. I can replicate here.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I lost.
Yeah. My last question was, and this is like more of like I'm curious about it because I don't know anything about it. And I don't know anything about this, so I'm just curious. And I lost it because you distracted me with my lips. Oh, what is puppy play, and why are you opposed?
Oh, I hate that. How do you know I'm opposed to that?
Because I read an interview about it.
Oh, I think it's stupid.
What is it?
It's like the slave boy dress up like a puppy, pretend like he's a puppy. It's almost as stupid as someone pretend like they're a deer.
God, I hate when people pretend when they're a deer.
Yes. So pretending to be a puppy. I mean, and then kind of like put on that head thing, the puppy head, and
Yeah.
like
And,
it's
like,
almost
prancing
it's almost infantile.
Yeah.
I'm not into that.
Like, what really bothers me the most is like not only do puppy I guess I get what you're talking about, but puppy play is very similar to deer play. And I used to know this friend of mine who was into that, and I used to see her at my parents' house frolicking in the yard.
Uh-huh.
And I'd be like, "What are you doing eating grass? That's going to make your stomach upset." I was like, "Nobody told you that you should eat grass. It's not good for you." So I would be like, "Bad deer." And then she would run away and she'd come back with her homies, and then they would go out and play in traffic, and I'd be like, "You can't play in traffic. Get out of traffic. What are you doing?" So yeah, I know what you're talking about. I get it.
I don't like it when they make that sound because I live I hear it outside my window all the time. Usually I get like 15 deers going through my yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that.
And then you're like, "What are you doing out there? Stop it."
But let's get back to puppy. It's the same thing to puppy plays. I mean, it's kind of infantile, because they're like panting and, like being a puppy. And it's like, get the fuck out of here. It's like.
Yeah. It's like a delusion almost, right? Like,
it's like, what the hell's wrong with you? And
yeah, what the fuck is wrong?
And the guy, the dom, like give him a bowl of water and petting them, pretending. It's like, it's just stupid. It's just so damn stupid.
There's a woman who I was going to interview once, Van, who she had a master, right? And she was a cat. She was a cat, and she spoke to me through text message. And then I had to call her master to get approval for her to be on my show. And then as I was doing that, I was on the phone with him, and I was on Discord with him, and she said, she didn't say anything. He said that she had to go use the bathroom. and she went and she shit in a litter box and then ate her food out of a dish. And I was like, this would be an excellent interview for me because this is the kind of shit that I'm curious about. And the point of my show is to get to know new people and new types of things because I'm very ignorant. That's how I classify myself. And I wish that her master would have given her the opportunity to let me talk to her because I was really curious what it's like being an adult shitting inside of a litter box. I was really curious about that.
That's commitment to role playing.
Yes.
That is just commitment to your art. So you didn't get to chat with the girl, the cat?
I did. No, but she did weeks later diagnose me with bipolar disorder. I don't know why she got off on doing that, but she said to me in DMs, "You don't smile when you talk into the camera." And I was like, "Well, I'm probably not talking about anything very exciting." And she was like, "I am going to say that I think you have bipolar disorder." And I was like, "Thank you so much. You shit inside of a litter box." And that was like the end of the conversation.
Okay, let's break this down, all right? Let's break this down. If they're role playing, they're so committed that she has to go potty in a litter box.
Yeah.
And then if you really into that, if you committed that much into it,
yeah.
Like I have a cat, right? My cat went into the litter box. Guess who has to clean it up?
You do. You got to clean that.
I do. So I'm wondering, the one that she's asking her master for all this permission. Does he scoop it out? Because if you're gonna go there, you got to go all the way. And I doubt that he would, scoop it out with a shovel and put it in a giant bucket. So that's one thing we need to find out, like how committed they are in the role playing. Because if they go, "No, you did it. Now I'm the master. You're the slave. You got to clean it up." Then you're breaking the rules because you're not that committed.
And that makes me think, because I have a friend of mine that is absolutely grossed out by his cat shitting in a litter box, that he will sit there with the scooper and catch it mid-fall and then throw it in the toilet because he doesn't want to smell the shit. I wonder if the master does that. Yeah.
Are you serious about that? Catch it before it lands?
That's serious. And he lives in North Carolina too. You guys should hang out sometime.
Does he wear a Cracker Barrel t-shirt?
Is it bad that I want to get you drunk? I want to get you drunk off of half a glass of wine one
night. Oh no, you don't want to do that. You don't. Oh.
I mean, I'll introduce you to Raj. You can hang out with Raj.
But that's a problem, all right? It's like if we chat together, it's because right now it's kind of awkward. I kind of tease you a little bit. The gay straight thing, it's kind of funny. But when you get two gay dudes together, it's just like, there's no awkwardness. There's no. It's just...
I personally don't feel uncomfortable. Do you feel uncomfortable?
No, not at all. No.
The bondage master feel uncomfortable right now? Okay.
No, but the thing is, like, I enjoy telling a straight man that he got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, tell me more.
I get off on that, but
do you?
Yeah, I do. But if I say Raj, Raj, you got a pretty mouth. It's like there's no. It's like you want to do it right here. So it's like there's no.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
This is like the chase. This is
exactly.
You know what it's like almost, Van? It's like if you were a bear and you were chasing a deer because you were hungry.
That's what it is. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm just being a deer all by myself, grazing on grass, and here comes Van, and he notices my purty little lips, and he runs up, and he just wants to bite him off.
Yeah. So it's not like, but with Raj, it's like me chasing a deer, and then the deer just kind of stop and just throw four legs up in the air. Yeah. It's like there's no.
Yeah.
There's no fun in that.
There's no chase.
Yeah. There's no chase.
Yeah, I get it. I understand.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time out of your day to hang out with me, man.
It was a lot of fun.
You're a cool person. I want to talk to you more often. I hope we run into each other on podcasts.
Yeah, let's hang out. Let's do that. Let's not be a stranger.
Yeah, you know Canute, obviously, right?
Yeah.
I hang out with Canute almost every day.
That's another thing too. It's like I don't get like, who was it? What I was watching them gambling. Was Train thing? I think Train and Andy was gambling.
Oh, Andy,
and they were playing with real money. They were on like a gambling website, and Train is sitting there like, I just lost $1,000 in 10 minutes, and he's just all fucked up, you know. And
yeah, he's all fucked up. Yeah.
And people are like playing. It's like shit. I wish I could get that famous. I wish I had that Twitch money to throw around like that. You know, it's
well, you're in the beginning stages, you know.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, 4 months, you'll catch your Twitch fame, and
I'll be sitting there like a douchebag with a giant diamond ring with a stack of money. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Fuck. You know what?
Just
Here,
gonna
fucking
fuck 20.
over here and then
40.
Take my fucking money.
Yeah, 40 grand. That's nothing. That's a half an hour of dono for me.
All I had to do was watch Maury Povich for 6 hours, and I made $50,000.
Yeah, what the fuck? This is crazy.
Yeah, I know. I feel you. In this stream alone, I think I've made a total of $7.25. So.
Oh, well, you made more than I did. I had zero. I had zero dono.
No, no donos. These are subscriptions.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, Big Daddy Bezos is collecting half. So,
well,
yeah.
I got like 10 subscribers, and I'm just so happy that they just keep on resubscribing over and over again. So,
I can't believe you just flexed on me like that after you complimented my purdy lips. That's really offensive.
Who's flexing? What? When? Who? What?
You're 10 subscribers versus my 3 subscribers.
Oh.
So
No, I mean for the whole entire month, for my whole,
no fucking way, get out of here.
For the whole month, you know, it's like it's not the new one too. It's like, oh, my ninth one resubscribed for 4 times.
That's all I've got is 10 subscribers, and they're just so generous that they love me. So.
And they're resubscribing. Yeah, it's just the same one resubscribing over and over again. But
on multiple accounts, yeah.
But cool, yes.
Cool,
let's get together. Let's do some more chatting. I love to meet new people.
Yeah, and I'd love to introduce you to Raj if I can.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Why did you get on the podcast with us? We could do like a little like 2 gay guys and 1 straight guy.
Ooh, that sounds fun. That's great. That's great synergy right there.
The gay sandwich.
Oh, fucking put me right in between that Oreo. Yeah, I'm all about that shit. There's, I absolutely.
Oh my God! They just play your your emote on here.
My emote in your chat.
Hey, it's 127 Joe Pucker. It's oh my God! It looks like my prolapse.
Oh, that's natural though, baby.
Yeah, well, my prolapse is natural too, so that's what it looks like.
Is that a recurring thing?
It's a daily thing.
Prolapse?
When you get fisted for 30 years, you get prolapse.
That is like my biggest fear in the entire world, man. I have feared prolapse since I was like 15.
Oh.
Because my girlfriend at the time's grandfather pooped and his asshole fell out.
Yeah.
And he freaked the fuck out and it was dangling between his legs. And I was like, ah! And I'll never forget that.
Did you push it back in?
I did. Oh God! Wait, is that actually a norm? That's a daily thing?
Yeah. Well, you
just
know,
gotta push it back in.
Now you have something to look forward to 20 years from now.
If I ever get fisted, I want you to be the person that does it to me.
Well, hey, stand in line. It's a long ass line.
I believe it, and it's a long ass.
Don't be presumptuous.
No, I'm not being presumptuous, but I can't imagine what it's like to have to push part of your organs back inside of your body every morning. That's got to be painful. Fuck. Can't you put like gorilla tape around your butthole before you poop or something like that, just to keep it inside? Don't they create something for that? No.
Oh, okay. It's time
All
for me.
right.
It's time for me. I gotta go pee.
Okay, yeah, go pee. Van, it was
Okay.
great having you. Thanks for coming on today.
Well, thank you so much. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. We'll stay in touch.
All right.
I'd love to talk to you more often.
And it's great getting to know you too.
It's
Hey,
great.
everybody. Hey, it's Joe. Wave
Hey.
goodbye.
Thank you. I'll send you the 300 after the show. Thank you, Van. Take care.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.